Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a foundation first impressions on the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm very excited to try this. This is not a brand that we can actually get in the Sephora store where I live, so I actually bought this while I was in the States, and I paid 44 American dollars, so that would be closer to like 55 probably here in Canada. You get the full fluid ounce, so 30 milliliters, pretty standard, and I got the shade 3 Neutral. The main claims of this foundation are a full coverage foundation with a flawless, matte, and long-lasting finish. As a lot of you guys probably know, I do have oily skin. I would say I'm like a 5 or 6 out of 10 on the oily scale. 1 being like just normal skin and 10 being like, you know. Okay, so first impression of the bottle is it's absolutely beautiful, very, very heavy. I'm pretty sure this is like real glass. Definitely like a plastic top, just a little bit cheap. Like this could have been a little bit nicer. I don't know if I've actually seen really any reviews on this. I might have watched Cassie's from Thrift Thick, and I honestly can't remember if she really liked it. So really going in with like an open mind. Smells good. It smells like Clarins foundation, if you guys have ever smelled Clarins branded stuff. It smells very good, like very fresh, almost like cucumbery. I'm just going to use my finger to dot it on, and I'll be doing one side with a sponge and one side with a brush. I feel like that could maybe be too much, especially since it was supposed to be full coverage, but we will see. So my first thought is that it just looks very nice. It definitely looks like I have a foundation on, or, well, I don't know. It doesn't really look like I have a foundation on. It just doesn't really look like natural naked skin. I mean, you can tell I have something on, but it's not makeup-y or cakey, which is really nice. I think this shade, which again was 3 Neutral, is pretty good for my skin. It doesn't really have any pink notes at all. It is quite actually just neutral. Very velvety soft. It's like almost totally set down already. Kind of looks like I have a powder on, like it's kind of that very velvety matte look. Got the rest on the other side and use this It Cosmetics, what is it, Love is a Foundation brush. Also got this in the States while I was there because I don't think you can get this in Canada. I mean, the application with a brush was actually really nice. I feel like it gave maybe a little bit more coverage, but I just like the way that the sponge applies the foundation, just made it a little bit more smoother. I felt like my pores were maybe a bit more visible on the side with the brush. And I also felt like the foundation was drying like really, really fast with a brush, whereas with like a damp sponge, you kind of give yourself a little bit more time to play with it. Okay, I just turned down the brightness, guys, because I felt like I was a little bit blown out, but yeah, the coverage I feel like is pretty medium. I would not call this a full coverage, at least not with the amount that I applied. That being said, I did only use about, I would say like 1.5 pumps. I did put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I don't have a ton of breakouts right now, so I don't really have a good area to test. Do have like 1 zit right here, so I'm just gonna try and like layer that and just see if it layers nicely and smoothly. Okay, well, I wouldn't say it layered badly, and I'm not sure that you can really tell the difference, honestly, but I feel like it does look cakier the more layers that you put on. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the medium coverage. I really feel like if you had a lot of things that you wanted to cover up, like pimples or redness or scars, I'm not sure that this is gonna be like the most full coverage unless you did layer it, and then like you saw, it just didn't layer the best. However, on the rest of my face, I feel like it actually looks really, really lovely. Definitely looks like foundation, but it looks like a very, very nice foundation. It reminds me a lot of the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the sense that, you know, it looks like you're wearing makeup, it's obvious, but it's nice. It just gives you like a nice flawless base. I will say it's picking up a little bit on some texture that I have in this area. I'll see if I can get a little closer. Just a little bit. And I mean, it looks so smooth on my nose and my forehead, guys. Like, I really like it. And like I said, it is totally set down. It feels like it's going to be very long lasting. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and I'm going to film another video, a favorites video, which I have not done in so long. Then I will come back on here, check in with you guys just as like a little mini update. And then I will check in with you guys at the end of the night. I am not going to powder this. I really feel like you don't need to. And I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I'm not wearing a primer. All I did was wear a moisturizer before application. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so I have the rest of my makeup on. The foundation has been on for probably like 40 minutes at this point. It obviously looks exactly the same, still totally dried down. The products on top sat so nicely. All I did was put a little bit of concealer on. I've got blush on, and then of course some eyebrows. But no highlighter, no powder, no setting spray. Yeah, so it looks great. I have super high hopes for this, so I'll see you guys at the end of the night. Okay, hey guys, so I'm literally just about to leave the house. I've been wearing this foundation for almost 9 hours today, and I just have to say, it looks so good in terms of like longevity. It didn't really fade at all. My blush is still totally on. Maybe like it faded a tiny bit on my chin, but otherwise really well. It held up okay under my glasses. Like you can kind of see where they were. Starting to get like a tiny bit shiny on my nose there, and I can feel it a little bit on my hands, but I wanted to see if it transferred at all. So I have like a little piece of toilet paper here, and I kind of just wanted to give my skin like a little bit of a quick wipe just to see. I mean, I don't see anything on there. The foundation is still on everywhere. Like I often have a problem with foundation staying on my cheeks, and it's like totally on there. So really impressed with the longevity. I don't know, looked a little heavier as the day went on. Like some foundations tend to look better as the day goes on. This one looked a little bit drier and a little more matte as, you know, the longer I wore it. So next time I wear this, I will definitely be using a setting spray to like make it look a little bit less matte, and maybe that would help. Like I love the way it looks on my forehead, and yeah, it just gave me like a really nice even base. So absolutely would recommend this one. Really like in the normal to oily combo skin range, like I think this would be a really great foundation. Like my pores still look really blurred and everything, and it didn't like sink into my pores, which foundations often do, especially when they're like matte like this. Anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. Got more foundation reviews coming up, so I will see you in the next one. Bye.